this is the Penguin Gentleman, and I am here today with my very first YouTube video. And to start off, it is going to be a tea review. Now, to make things clear, I am not a professional tea taster. I am just an average guy who really enjoys tea. I'm also not being paid for this. I'm not advertising a particular brand or a particular tea. I'm just basically showing what kind of teas I have around the house and which ones I really enjoy. Now, for this tea review, I'm going to be addressing Twinings Irish Breakfast tea. Now, it is a black tea, and it is actually one of my favorite teas because I really like a strong cup of tea, and this is rather strong. It's one of the strongest I've had. It's very common, which is a very big perk, and it's fairly inexpensive. I got this, it was about 20 tea bags for $3 to $4, so it's a pretty good tea. It's a pretty good price. Let's take a look at the tea packaging. Here's the tea bag, or packaging I should say. Nice green Irish breakfast right there. I already opened one up, so here's the tea bag. It's pretty basic, pretty common. Nothing real special about it. You got your green tag, which I guess is pretty special, but I personally think it's a little bit of a small amount of tea that they give in the packaging, but that's just me because I really like my tea strong, and I feel like you should have a little bit more tea with the bag, but this amount of tea will brew up a very good cup of tea. Um, I personally like to steep this at 4.5 minutes. You can do less if you want a less strong cup of tea, because this is a pretty strong brew, but you really don't want to do more than 4.5 minutes because if you do, you're going to have too high of a tannin concentration. And if you don't know what tannins are, those are a natural chemical in tea leaves. It's not harmful for you in a single cup of tea or even a pot of tea. I mean, it's really only going to be too much of a problem if you're drinking gallons at a time. Um, but tannin, it's naturally bitter. So leave this if you leave the steep in for too long, you're going to have too high of a concentration and it's just going to get too bitter. No one's going to want to drink it. It's going to kill the cup of tea. So really don't do it. It's much better to err on steeping for too little and steeping for a little bit more than just leaving a tea bag in for all day and just creating an awful cup of tea. But once you do steep it, it's going to create a very dark golden color. It's going to resemble coffee, really, but it's going to have more of a golden tint. It's really nice, though. And it's got a nice, calming, earthy scent. But it does have a stronger taste. If you're drinking other breakfast teas, like English breakfast tea, it's going to be a stronger tea taste. Stronger doesn't necessarily mean bad, but it's a much smoother, stronger tea taste and much more of a subtle flavor. But the thing is, it has a smooth beginning, but then it's got a slight bitter twang at the end, kind of like coffee. Um, but overall, it's got a very nice, relaxing, earthy flavor. I say like the bitter twang and smoother than other breakfast teas because if you compare this to like English breakfast tea, it's English breakfast tea has more of a bitter overall taste, which is kind of why you want to do milk and honey with it. And Irish breakfast tea really doesn't have that at the beginning. It's much a smooth, earthy, calming taste at the beginning, but then you get that bitter coffee twang kind of in the background. So, it's still very nice. It's a very nice tea. And I consider it good for waking up or relaxing at night. I mean, waking up, it's going to be nice because you got that strong tea flavor, that kind of coffee-like bitterness at the end. It's going to wake you up. But it's also nice at the end of the night because it's got that calming, earthy flavor and that smooth subtlety that's really good at calming you down. I wouldn't say it's especially refreshing tea. I mean, if it's a really hot day, personally, I don't like to drink hot beverages when it's really hot. Um, but it's very mellow and relaxing. So if it's like a cold, rainy day, this is perfect to drink. I mean, just get a cup of this and you're good to go. And it's great if you want a good, smooth, subtle tasting tea. It's one of my favorites. I think you should go try it. Twinings Irish Breakfast tea. Fairly inexpensive, very great taste, good all-around tea. This is the Penguin Gentleman, and if you like this tea review and want to see future tea reviews, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be coming right at you with more tea reviews and other videos. Thank you. Have a great day.